That's not how you use. Okay. All right. Let us Spotify. Chill lo-fi. We got. Oh, there we go. That's where to go. All right. Shoot, what do I have in mind? What are we doing today for stream? Well, I kind of do faces every day. You know what? I'm gonna warm up and can we increase the brightness? Wait, what if I change it to green? Oh, that's cool. Blue with like the purples. Hold up. Let's get this one. That's cool. I like that. Okay. There we go. Center me. All right. Let us warm up. Little bit of a late stream, but we're back. Okay. All right. Let's get some topics going while I just noodle away. I have, let's see. What do we have? Give me one moment. All right, let's get started. All right, I want to see. I've been drawing heads for a while. I want to see if I could draw a head without reference. Just draw like multiple heads too. Oh, that might actually work better. My nose got a little bit better. Notice that. I think I have a now more consistent way of doing noses. Interesting. Yo, yo, Nip. What's Gucci? Currently, right now, I've been doing faces for the past couple days. And I think feeling wise, I'm getting a lot better than I was in the beginning. And I think the biggest thing I wanted to take away from that was, at least studying faces, was can I execute faces as I do bodies? Like, can I create a formulaic way of constructing a head that would allow me to do characters more consistently? So this just, yeah, it just comes down to, like, you know, whether, you know, when I do a head, it's not like really bad. And so right now, like, muscle memory is kind of kicking in, thankfully. And I feel like, yeah, I could probably do a head more consistently. Oh, give me 1 second. Cat don't got the fridge. Alright, this would come back here. This would probably pull up over here. Oh, nice. How long did this project specifically take to get to this point? I think we're already at where we want to be. Or, yeah. Nice. Sup, Bingus? Gotcha. Okay, I see. Well, yeah, if you ever upload it on social medias, ping me. I'd love to see it. Alright. Might run into... Let's see if I can figure this out without... I getcha. Yeah, honestly, my recommendation to you is if you're not working on like full scale projects and you just want to like draw characters, that's the best one to post on social media versus having this sense of dread of like, is it good enough, or is it worth my time? Like, is this gonna pop off? Or like just treat it as, you know, kind of a, not a work in progress, but like a stepping stone essentially of where, you know, so it's not that big of a deal, right? Because for me, I know, you know, for a lot of people, like posting on social media might be like the difference between like getting a job or not, and like that's like the amount of pressure that kind of like goes with social media is kind of not as big, right? Like unless you're pulling like tons of followers, then maybe you have to curate a little, but even then you don't really have to curate all that much when it comes to social media. So if you want to just post sketches and keep doing that for, you know, years, or, you know, yeah, you just do that for years or do that for like months. One, you'll actually like, you know, grow from there. But like two, it gets you, you know, out of the mindset of, what do you call it? You know, like analysis paralysis, essentially. I think unironically, I unironically untrained myself out of it because I think because I'm focusing more on social media and a little bit more on like what people kind of like think about, like what I post, I started to think about like, oh, does this look good or does this look good? And it like to an extent like stopped me from posting all that much. But then like, you know, once I got back into, oh wait, doesn't matter, then it was a lot easier to just like repost and post new art pieces or sketchier art pieces or stuff like that. I think your jaw might be a little lower. Nose might be a little smaller. Okay, that's one head done. Let's do another head. This time, let's have this head looking a little bit more down. Yep. Discord for taking up the whole screen. Yo, Mike, what's up? Yeah, no, I'm on the same page, Mike. I think personally to me, I think when you get to a final, I personally, I'm like, cool, right? But I think the sketches alone can sell so much. And it's funny sometimes when I see concept art, and the funniest feeling I have with friends who are also like in the same boat is we look at the sketches and we go, ah, why'd they go with like what is like, you know, currently right now? The sketches look so much better, right? Of course, there's like marketing and appeal and all that fun stuff, but yeah, no, it's always fun to see some sketches. Leave it like that for now. Hold up. I don't want to get too... Yep. I think it is. However, it's also the one that what do you call it? I guess like because you would rarely hear it from somebody's like, you know, to your face. But there are even I feel like there's even some points where the concept artist themselves feels like, oh, like this is a fun design, this is something cool. Even the art director might be like, this is awesome. But there's always technicalities behind why it doesn't work, and then that's when they go for something a little bit more safe, right? They like stretch it out, they like find all these cool ideas, and then there's always something technical that's like, we would have to do this, technically we can't do that, this takes up too much budget, right? And so I don't know if I got the what'd you guys go with this one instead of this one. A lot of the times it just comes down to like technical aspects, where it's really not like in your control. It's not a bad pick, it's just like out of your control, right? But it's still like when you're with your homies and you're just looking, you're like, like I know why, but like really. Yeah. That's what happens. This guy's eyes are really tiny. I don't think I've ever done it like a downwards angle. That's probably why I'm struggling with this. Note to self. Draw a downwards angle. Principles are still there, but the angle itself is not. Yep. Yeah, imagine that on like a company scale where you're drawing this like cool design, and it's not you telling you like you could do this, because I feel like as concept artists, because we don't do everything, we can like kind of in our brains get away with being like, oh yeah, of course we can add like another arm to this rig, right? And then it's like, no, let's not add another arm, because then that's for one, money, right? Like that goes down the pipeline of like everybody, that extra arm that you want to add to this design. And then yeah, I have not, what is going on with this guy's face? And then yeah, so you just get like turned out and you're like, no, can't do that. And that is not, yeah, I can feel you. I can imagine you telling yourself that. Just feel like, yeah, this is cool, but like 1,000 times cool? Nah. Wait, I gotta look at like a downwards face. I don't think I've ever drawn one. So this is like, I don't know. If I could find one, hopefully. That kind of works. So, okay, same idea. We're gonna do this. And her eyes kind of like peer out. You know what it is I think it's because there's just more to show. I'm looking at a reference right now. It's more to show of like the bottom lid than the top. Yeah. And then I had this part right, kind of. There we go. Okay. And we got the idea. Same principles here. I think the bottom lip shows more. Yeah. And her nose is not too big, so let's shrink that down. And then think about that. Oh, I'm doing this backwards. It's like kind of working? Question mark. Question mark? Thinking emoji? Oh, there we go. I think it was just like one of the eyes needed to be adjusted. And then, her hair. I think her hair kind of silhouettes the face. And then, of course, we have eyebrows. All right, we got something down. So I think mental notes is anytime I do a head down, just keep in mind that the bottom eyelid is going to show more than the top. There you go. Then here, hers is like this. And then there's like the cuffs of the lips that are like that. And then we have the bend that's right here. Huh, interesting. Fascinating. It might be like right here. It's going to be. Yeah, I worked on a game of my own at one point, and it's actually really funny because concept art is like my career. Like that part, relatively speaking, can get hashed out. At least the initial like character, I think it could build up over time. Gets hashed out pretty quickly, and then we like going to like the world, and that's just as fun. But I'm curious on how you approach the coding side. Are you like very familiar with coding? Because I remember that was like the one thing where I was like, I don't know how to do this. Like, and so I was just like spending 90% of my time learning how to code, and the art kind of like took a backseat after a point. Like the fun part of the project took a little bit of a backseat. So then this is gonna like taper over like a umbrella. So the same logic's gonna follow here. It's like just gonna taper over like an umbrella. Well, that is definitely a good personality traits I have. Yeah, no, I was definitely the opposite. I like fell in love with the idea and I was like, oh hell yeah! And then at a certain point I was like, wait, this is a lot harder than I thought. And then I just like shifted priorities to something else. I do want to come back to it though at some point, because it was really fun. But currently, right now with like streaming and all that stuff, I don't have the bandwidth for that. But it was definitely a fun project to experience. This would probably be where the shoulder line is, no? Might continue over there. Put this back up here. Anyways, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? So this girl has like completely black hair. So it just aligns. Actually, there you go. Aw, hell yeah. We are understanding the ways of the master. Slowly but surely. Yeah, I need to make sure I do more angles. Because right now, I'm currently referencing like a pose that's very similar to the one I was thinking about. But I was like, you know what? Like, because I already don't know this, I'm just going to reference it right now and then just learn it. So the next time I have to do it, we can get this down properly and just kind of study the ways in which I did it. So one little key advice I could give when studying faces that I've noticed is that you don't have to necessarily put dark lines in every single spot of the picture. Only the things that really either one, overlap, or two, you want to draw attention to, right? So if I did, let's say, dark lines right here, like I did a dark line like to insinuate, or even right here, like just dark lines to insinuate the curves, or under even right here the bags and underneath her eyes. I feel like that's really strong, and it's not the point that we're wanting to explicitly look at for this particular character, right? And so a lot of the times when I'm like painting, like I only have this particular line to insinuate that her chin is going to curve because her like lip kind of pouts in a certain way, right? Or like in this area, I would make it a little bit darker to insinuate some level of form that's like about to overlap, but not something that it's like a dark line, right? Even right here, I don't think we could go like as crazy dark of a line, maybe like at the edges, but even then that's like kind of pushing it. And so it's just like those little points in which you really pick and choose your battles and like what you darken. Like this nose right here, yeah, it's like it's the nose, you're probably gonna see it. It like she's tilting downwards, so you're not gonna see the bottom of it. So you know, you find opportunities to highlight that, and then at the bottom just create a little shadow, right? And so all these, everything, like as you can see that I'm like building form off of with the light lines, are like the less important, but they're still giving structure to the character without it all being dark, right? It's like a design hierarchy of lines in order to insinuate like forms in a particular sense or the focal point, right? And so that's one thing I've been noticing when I've been doing these paint or like these drawings of just faces is picking and choosing where I want to draw the attention, right? Specifically with the lines. Even right here, like that whole lip being that dark, maybe not so much. Maybe a little bit. We can just a little bit of form, right? Yeah. There we go. Okay. On to the next. Let's find a... Can we find an upwards view? I think that would be very beneficial. Just looking around right now on Pinterest, see if we can find a face that's upwards. Let's see, upwards face. Copy. Actually, you know what? Nah. We are going to figure this out. Let me change layers. And then this lady is looking like that. Oh, is it like that? Yeah. Okay. And then, okay, interestingly enough, how are we gonna formulaically think about this? Maybe we could do this. And then we do this. Maybe like a triangle? Or like a diamond? And then... No, like that. Yeah. I think to me, yeah, you could still find like actual reference on Pinterest, and it's probably the most consistent amount of reference without like getting into weird websites. Like I always feel like there's like Pinterest yeah, it's like some of the what do you call it? Like every time I try to find an alternative to Pinterest, funny enough, it's like it's hard to, because there's no like websites that specifically have such a wide variety. Not even Google. Like Google, every time I've searched something on Google, it always has these like 360p like files right? Or just like really bad choppy files, unless you go to this like their website where you have to like pay for the image, and then it's like this upscale. And so yeah, personally prefer to still use Pinterest, because you could still get some real life stuff regardless. Also, hola Pipi. It's gonna make no sense to anybody else on the stream. Okay, so note to self, her eyes are going to be right here. Nose is actually not that wide, so make sure it's like that, and then like that. For context, for those, drawing this face right now, so just kind of we're gonna be here for a minute, I'll tell you that much. So sometimes in the back of my head, occasionally, my brain likes to think in terms of like when I do something and I'm like, oh, how can I like repeat this, right? I think that's just a common thing, but a lot of the times I have to like really think about it. Like this piece, I feel like I'm gonna have to like really think about it because her head is like at such an angle, and I'm like thinking about like different layers to her eye that more commonly you wouldn't see at face value. But this is the opposite thing of this face, where you see most of like the bottom lip and then the like lower eyelid. But in her particular case, you're seeing nothing but like the top lip, you know, this part of the nose, the like upper echelon of the eye, everything curving in like this direction, right? And then also following the anatomy of the eye. So let's make sure we get this right. How dare they? Are you still at the airport? Uh-oh. That does not look good. Yes. How dare they? They must step on gum. Sacrifice them to the lambs. And we're gonna do that. Oh my god, lady, why is your eye so complicated? kind of like breaches over here. And then we still have here. And then like this kind of breaches over here. Yeah, this would kind of do this, I think. Question mark? Thinking emoji? Is that what we're doing? Yeah. We gotta learn this. There's no coming back. I might need to like trace it for assistance. No, we got it. We got it. Okay, we're figuring things out. We are figuring things out. Kind of? Question. And it's like that. And she's, her like lip is going like that. Her eye be doing stuff. Wait, this is technically... Alright. There we go. Well, is it more like this? I think it's more like this. And then we can do this now. She has a lot of flashes, so maybe something like that. Question. We're just gonna keep saying that question mark. Thinking emoji. Oh, we're gonna be here all day. All right. You know what? We'll come back to that. Uh-oh. Wait, they don't have that in Bulgaria where you could just like check in like a day before? God, this character looks so goofy. All right, I'll remove this real quick. Yeah. Let me have it on the side. I just wanted to clear up space, because sometimes space can get a little crowded sometimes when there's like multiple references. All right. for those who would like to draw along. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright, you know what we can do? Straight eyeball this. Can't really, or doing it from my construction point is not assisting me, so we'll just raw dog this. Oh yeah, dude, I do that all the time. I like say emojis out loud. Just like it's like sometimes I'm not even like I'm not even like loud, or I'm not doing anything in particular, but I'll just be like exclamation point in a question mark form, or question mark thinking emoji. Like, what am I looking at, right? Just saying it out loud, I don't know, it just hits different. All right. Okay. Figured that chin part out. Yes, that is me. Okay, so this is gonna cuff over here, and then this, and well, we're just gonna keep it simple because I think right now my biggest struggle is these eyes. They look weird. Okay, we got this, I believe. And this is going all the way down to the neck. We do not want that. Oh no. My headset died. No lo-fi music for me. Alright, well, I got 30 minutes to figure this out. So, pedal to the metal. And then, okay, so we have, dude, it might even be lower. And then, yeah, it's like your neck comes out like that. And then she has like a, okay, we have the esophagus right here. I think this would be like an anatomy point that I just, okay, getting somewhere. I think this neck part is like what we really need to figure out. So yeah, if we figured this out. we got the nose. Bro, we can see your brain from here. I think we got it. Questions. Lady. Please. Help me. Assist me. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I see the path. Okay. So we're gonna have whenever I do this. And then we're gonna lap it over and do that. And then we're gonna have the lid essentially doing that. And then we're gonna get this kind of feel from here. Because this lady has long eyelashes, it's gonna kind of do this. We're not gonna make them dark, because if we made them too dark now, take attention away from what we're trying to do. Question? Thinking emoji? We're doing something. Moves are being made. Yeah, moves are being made. Okay, so this part of our eye is going to be tricky. Okay. Yes? No? Maybe? Again, question mark? Cool, cool. Sounds good, man. We got this. She is sad, but we're not worried about that. We're worried about the construction of her eyes. And getting this right. Okay, one eye done. Wait, she has a bit of a, there we go. There we go, okay. This next eye, it swoops in like that, and then curves like this. So we're doing this. And then her eye She has a very like like weirdly organic eye, which like I don't know, I feel like some eyes I could kind of like do this. I'm like, oh yeah, like I just do that, and then like, you know, her eye, and then it's like that, and just shade it in and add a little dot, and like that's an eye. But hers is like weirdly organic. Like all these like bumps and stuff. I could simplify it, but I feel like there's like something going on where it's like I don't know if simplifying it's the best course of action. Maybe like that. Maybe I just solved it like that. And then it like kind of comes this way. And then I honestly think that we could bring this bridge up more too. Like that. Yeah. And then something like that. That. Yeah, I know. She's like crying. I'm assuming she's crying, but like just like the way it's kind of angled, like what is going on? Yeah, that's like my big assumption right now. She's just like crying, or she's like about to cry. She's like in the middle of it. Yeah. Like usually it's not as wobbly, but it feels like more wobbly here. Oh my god, my brain. Why do I attempt this angle? To learn, of course. But god. Alright, let's look back. This eye is way off. Actually, you know what? You know what we'll do? Because I feel like sometimes you could just like see if you're doing it wrong just by like the eyelids alone. This right here. Her face like really flows. Like everything flows nicely. I think it's just because I've never drawn this angle before. Like I'm really trying to like figure out all this. right, you're right. You know what? This nose is bothering me. All these details. Okay, nose is a little better. Okay, progress is being made. Okay, okay. I still think her eyes are really big. I don't know if it's just being zoomed in or she just has really big eyes. There we go. There we go. Okay. Well, actually, we wouldn't just increase the forehead, we'd increase everything here. Okay. Alright, progress. Oh, actually, no, this would be more like this. Okay. And then she does have rounded-ish cheeks. Like, wait, how low? think we got somewhere. It's whole lot of concentration. But I think we got somewhere. I think the only thing is like these eyes can definitely make or break this entire thing right now. Actually, we'll just leave it like that. We'll get her hair done. I'll come back to that when I'm like fully convinced. Thank you very much. You know what? Just draw eyelid or teary eyes because I'm like, bro, what are you doing? God, we got somewhere. Alright, duders. It is 7:03. I am going to call it a day. My hand is killing me for the amount I was just dialing in on this face. We were struggling in the beginning, but we got there like an hour later. Oh man. It was fun nonetheless. Thank you for showing up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh wait, no. I gotta pick somebody up from the airport. So I won't be seeing you guys tomorrow, but I will see you guys Monday. Alright, dudes. Peace, peace.